Walk me through a decision that you made that might have been a hard decision, but led you to like a really big win.
One of the biggest decisions has been able to, with Katie and with myself, two people almost running the business. So
Got
we
it.
both have different ideas, different ways of working, different visions. And it was last year that I realized, hold on, I think I think Katie sees she has a bigger vision. I'm very much the strategy putting this together, but once I realized Katie sees bigger. She sees further. You are the CEO. You're the visionary behind this. And that was super hard to do because then I've got to step back, remove the ego behind it. So whilst
Yeah.
we're both co-owners, to have that role, that was a huge shift.
I'm glad you brought that up. She's the vision. It sounds like from what you described, she's the visionary and you're the integrator, which are kind of two complementary roles. They can clash with each other, but if they get that vibe, where they're in that flow state, they can do really big things together. So I like what you said with defining your roles. So I'm a big proponent. I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm not a big proponent on 50-50 partnerships
Mhm.
where there's two decision makers with equal decision making power. And I'm not talking about profit splits or anything like that. What I'm really talking about is the trying to have two drivers with one steering wheel. You can only have truly one driver. And when there's a partnership, there has to be someone that can make the final decision, and the other person has to, if it gets to that and it's like, this is the final decision, they have to say, okay, I'm going to back the play. I'm not going to sabotage the play. I'm going to back it. The hierarchy within the organization.
Yeah, Ephraim, square pegs, round holes. I mean, you're right. There's no, you don't have two steering wheels. You can both be put in different directions. There needs to be responsibility. There's a responsibility and accountability. I mean, this goes with any business. That's why you don't, back to my first business, design by committee. Oh, to have 2, 5, 10 people have their input on a strategy or a design or an email sequence. Everyone has a different reason, a different fear, a different doubt, a different experience. Yeah, I think you need to hear the voices is one thing, but to have that responsibility to know that no, this is ultimately your say. Ultimately, it lives and die. That's your hill to dip and die on.